Welcome to Planet MicroCap. I'm your host, Robert Kraft. Joining me right now is Leighton Carroll. He's the CEO of Baylin Technologies. It's a publicly traded company. I got two symbols for you: BYL on the TSX and BYLTF on the OTCQB. And Baylin Technologies will be presenting at our upcoming investor conference, the Planet MicroCap Showcase Toronto, in partnership with Microcap Club, taking place October 21 through 23, 2025 at the Arcadian Loft in downtown Toronto. For more information to register to meet with Baylin and the team in Toronto, please register to attend at planetmicrocapshowcase.com. And with that, Leighton, thank you for joining me today. How you doing, man?
Hey, doing well. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to have you. So, look, you presented at our Vancouver event last year. We didn't get around to doing the interview to, give people a taste of what Baylin does. But, we're here now. So, since this is our first time doing an interview together, can you give us that quick overview and history of the company?
Yeah, so Baylin's been around for a while through predecessor companies for 40 years, came to Canada in 2011, listed on the TSX in 2014. Um, we're headquartered in North York. We have three locations in Canada, three in the US, two in China, Vietnam, the UK, and customers literally all over the world. Um, Part of the story is how I got here, but let me tell you first at a super high level what we do. So everything Baylin does, so technologies, what type of technologies? Everything we do is predicated on RF or radio frequency engineering capabilities that are unique. Um, we do satellite connectivity. I didn't say antennas. We do connectivity. I'm going to explain that. We do infrastructure antennas, so think Rogers, Bell, Thales, etc. And we do embedded antennas, and I'll explain that in a little bit. You're thinking, what is it? What do you embed an antenna into? Um, so, kind of a way to think through this is um, we engineer and manufacture everything we do. We manufacture in Canada, the US, China, and Vietnam, depending on the vertical. Let me talk briefly about each of the companies and what they do. I'm going to talk about how long I've been with Baylin and why I came in, and I'm going to talk about what we've been up to. So, within our businesses, satellite, we don't put things in space. We don't make dishes. We make high-power gear that makes it work. If you like the NFL, if you like golf, when you watch Monday Night Football, the Super Bowl, when you watch the Masters golf tournament, those broadcasts you see on TV are powered by us. We actually make the equipment that powers getting the signal from the earth, from all those trucks, as an example, up to the satellites to be distributed worldwide. We do a lot of work with NATO governments. That includes defense, which there's a huge push in defense right now, which is actually good for us. We do a lot of scientific work. The NASA Artemis lunar space mission, the communication for that is powered by our gear. We have some programs, like for example, we're in a US DoD program in SATCOM, where each system we build is a $3 million purchase order. The final one of the four that we have had in our shop will be built in Quebec and delivered this month. That's not what makes it interesting. We know that there are minimally 14 more of these for this US military classified application. Each purchase order is $3 million bucks. I don't have those purchase orders. They're tied to federal government spending cycles. And by the way, they have to upgrade the additional 14. We have been told by the large defense contractor we work with that that will be part of Golden Dome. That's interesting. And when those purchase orders come out or the next spending cycle comes out, we're the standard on a military government program. They're not going to change horses midstream because it's a program that's been bid. We want it. It keeps going. So that's a really interesting place to be. Within our infrastructure antennas, we make Rogers, Bell, Telus, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, Crown Castle, American Tower, Bolden, Boingo, Telecom Italia, Vodafone. It's a really, you kind of get, we make antennas, and I'm going to come back to speak to how we're really differentiated in that business, because that's really, I think, a unique part of the story and an important part I'll come back to. The last part is our embedded division. We don't we basically get chosen to custom engineer antenna solutions that are then embedded into other people's products to sell onto their consumers. So our customers in that business, it's everyone from Google, Charter Communications, AT&T, Verizon, to Netgear. And believe it or not, we've actually done antenna work for Keurig, because who doesn't need a wirelessly enabled coffee machine? I know you thought your life was incomplete until you had one of those. Well, they came to us. So when it matters, like if you want cheap and quick and get an antenna in something, there are Chinese manufacturers that do that, Quecto, Fiber Home. But if you want a custom engineered solution that works really well, and some of our packages have 14 antennas that, for example, go into a Charter Spectrum communications router, they choose us for that. Now, I want to come to what we've been through, because we're public and everyone can see this. I was hired at the very, very end of June of 21 to effectively turn Baylin around. The business in the first half of 21, with 4 business units, notice I mentioned we have 3 now, had negative 15 in operating EBITDA and 40 million in debt. We divested a business unit that was low intellectual property, low pricing power, other side of the world, focused on our North American core, have been working down the debt, reset our go-to-market, launching multiple new products. We finished 2024, keep in mind, with 3 business units at 83.6 million in revenue and 5.4 million positive in operating EBITDA. And by the way, we have half the debt now. And through Q2 of this year, on a trailing 12 months basis, we are now at 6.6 positive in operating EBITDA. So that's north of a $20 million swing. And by the way, that negative 15 was just half year. I can talk about how that happened. It doesn't matter at this point. The company has completely reset itself. And part of that is, and really what I want to come back to as our growth engine, is the wireless infrastructure group. That group was the smallest of the 3. And when I got here, was running about 25% gross profit all in. That group, so 2024 was the lowest capital spend year in North America for wireless infrastructure in the last 6, and dollar adjusted in the last 10. While my embedded business only grew 23% last year, the wireless infrastructure business grew 40% last year. And by the way, even after tariffs and living through an April that was really challenging, we are still running around north of 60% gross margins for that business. That is transformative. By the way, we're now in 2025. What's happening? It's continuing to grow. We're actually expecting it may, I'm not saying it will, but it may become the largest revenue business of the 3 by 2026 because of the outside growth we're having. Why is that? I would encourage people to go to our website, BaylinTech.com, look at our press. This business never sold into Europe. Deutsche Telekom has never been a customer of ours. Deutsche Telekom ran a trial, 250,000 people at the Hockenheim Ring in Germany, using one of our products. They liked it so much, they contacted us and said, can we do a press release and mention your company by name in our press release? Of course, they said, yes, you can, and you're already late. How fast are you going to get that done? It was really cool for Deutsche Telekom to put out. They're considered the gold standard in Europe. We use this product from Galtronics, a Canadian company, and did this. They liked it so much, they did their own YouTube video. If you watch the YouTube video, I've never seen that in my career, where you get on a trial that type of customer testament from a major carrier. That never happens. I can talk about it all day, but we're super excited about what we're building. Everything I'm talking about is super patented. We really like the growth we're having, and we see that continuing.
Very good. Well, Leighton, look, I tried to find a spot to stop you to set you up, but you answered all the questions I had. So I mean,
I'm sorry, I get passionate about
no,
this.
it's all good. You got it out.
I love this business. We have some dang good engineers, and I'm very proud of what the team's accomplished,
Oh,
honestly.
for sure. It definitely it comes through in spades. So, listen, with that, where can our audience go and find more information on Baylin?
So we're BaylinTech.com, and look forward to meeting a bunch of you guys down on Bay Street in Toronto.
Awesome. Well, Leighton, thank you so much for joining me today. I really do appreciate it. Good luck. Stay safe, and I'll see you in a week.
Awesome.
Thanks.